Someone says, "Come on, if you don't hurry up and eat, we'll be late for school." This someone is a beautiful girl. The main character says, "No, you made too much. This is breakfast." She says, "Nutrition-wise, this is perfect. The balance, looking at it, makes me hungry." "Can I eat too?" he says. "Sure," she replies. Then, when you observe her going close to the main character, trying to bite him in the neck, he says for her to wait a bit. She asks if she can't, but the main character says, "Do it if you want to, but just one of them." As we observe, this wasn't a kiss on the neck, but something else. It looks like she is a vampire and just had her meal. She thanks him and says, "Thank you for the meal." The main character says, "Don't put your hands together like that. In the end, I just had my blood sucked. I just couldn't hold back anymore. It couldn't be helped, right?" She says, "I'm all full. It was really delicious, Santa-san. Your blood tastes really good." The main character says, "Good grief, losing blood first thing in the morning. I'm shaking now. In exchange, I make delicious food for you every day, right? Aren't I just livestock?" She replies, "Are you really that against having your blood sucked? Then shall we kiss? As long as it's bodily fluid, anything will do." The main character was quite flustered, but she couldn't understand as he says, "Blood is fine." It seems there are hardly any vampires like her left. Long ago, vampires were the natural enemies of humans and would attack them to drink their blood. But as their numbers decreased and their existence was forgotten, the church dispatched priests to monitor and manage the vampires. One priest for one vampire. That was the root, and the result of that is us. A vampire who doesn't feel like attacking humans, and a priest in training who isn't like a clergyman at all. By now, we've forgotten each other's position, and we're just ordinary childhood friends. "Look, you forgot your cross again. What a pain." "A vampire shouldn't touch the cross, by the way," he says. Anyways, heading out, they say as they head out of their house. The main character says, "Show me your homework." She says, "No, I'll show you how to do it later." She asks, "Hey, Santa, be our pinch hitter again. Didn't I tell you last time I'd only do it once?" He replies. She says, "I do want to drink blood, but not enough to attack a person. But Santa gave me his blood. It's peaceful, I suppose. That's how vampires are in the modern age. Well, I haven't seen another of my race in years." As we observe in the classroom, someone new has arrived. She introduces herself as Juji and says that she is a new transfer student as of today. You observe our vampire girl getting a bit flustered by her, as everyone around says, "So cute. What do you even call such a girl? Where are you from? Have you decided on what club you're going to join?" We observe our vampire girl as she looks toward her, realizing that this girl is also a vampire. They get a message from somewhere as someone says, "Aloha. Are the two of you doing well today? I think another vampire will be joining you guys. She's a bit of a rascal, but she's a good kid. Please look after her." What a pain. The main character says it. We observe our vampire girl saying, "Chito-san, you are very honest, a mortal vampire. You don't attack people or cause any trouble. And Santa, it's about time for you to start your next training as a priest in training. Make sure the three of you all get along. That's all. A new job? What a pain. Just from looking at her, I get the feeling that she's a troublemaker," the main character says. "You shouldn't say stuff like that." Chito-san says that we observe the new girl startling them by greeting them suddenly as she says, "What are all of you talking about?" She hands something over to our vampire girl. It was a candy. She says, "I'll be in your care from now on." Our vampire girl blushes while the main character seems very stressed. "Behave at school. Don't attack people. That's all," the main character says, and she accepts it. "Did you make sure to apply for blood packages?" he asks. I did, she says that we see our vampire girl saying, "So there are still vampires other than me. It'll be good if we can get along." We observe her making a face that says, "Quit flirting with her," and a face that says, "I'm not," as she looks toward somewhere that a few girls come in and say, "By any chance, are you jealous?" She was quite startled while we observed those girls saying, "I mean, you guys are usually super close. Are you dating? There's a rumor that you're living together." She says, "We're just childhood friends, right? Santa is just a childhood friend with delicious blood. There's no way it's jealousy over him being taken away. Oh no, it's gotten so late. I have to hurry home and prepare dinner." As she was walking, She entered her empty classroom door, but as she looked inside, it looks like someone is getting too close to Santa-san. As she looks toward both of them, it appears the new girl is drinking the blood of the main character, and she doesn't look happy seeing that. She remembers all the dishes, the rolled omelet, the coleslaw, braised burdock root, bacon-wrapped asparagus, and more. She thinks about how Juji-san is taking Santa's blood that he makes from the food she prepares for him. She runs away from there at top speed, thinking, no, it's not wrong. Aside from the blood packages that were given, the only blood we can drink is that of the person monitoring. Juji-san is in the right. Someone calls out to her. We observe that Juji-san is behind her as she comes and bows down, saying, it seems like Santa didn't notice. She asks her if she saw all of it and apologizes, saying, I should have asked you earlier. But then she says, do you like Santa? She was quite startled by this question, but gets out of this situation by saying, humans are just food, so not really. It looks like the blonde girl was quite relieved hearing that. I'm glad. If you two were lovers, I was wondering what I should do. Let's get along and share, she says, winking toward her. Even for a girl, she has a cute smile, comparatively. I'm narrow-minded. She thinks, yes, they both get home. She says, I'm sorry I'm late to make dinner. Did you already make it? It's fine. You don't need to do it. I'm the one eating. After all, the main character replies. The main character looks toward her and holds out his hand, saying, blood. You haven't had any since this morning. As she says, thanks, and was about to drink it, it looks like she remembers the image she saw at school and says, sorry, on second thought, I don't need it. Thanks. By any chance, are you jealous? The main character says that on the rooftop of the house. She thinks, am I jealous? Do I like him? He's a human, though. She is blushing, saying, after all this time, after 16 years together now? No, I don't want to admit it. It's too embarrassing. Hey, are you there? It looks like our main character is right there. Whenever something is up, you climb up somewhere high. A vampire shouldn't lean against the cross, but she's doing it. The main character asks her, what's wrong? You didn't drink any blood. You've been acting strange. We observe her hugging the main character as soon as he got close, saying, I'm a bad person. We're both vampires, so we have to share blood, but when I saw the blonde girl sucking her blood, there was this painful throbbing. The main character says, you saw that? It was fine. It's the rule. That's right, it's right, but I keep thinking that I want to monopolize you, want to make you mine alone. The main character himself was quite flushed after hearing such words as he says, I won't give blood to anyone else but you. Nobody else. It will just be you. She asks, really? The main character says, yes. It looks like the blonde girl will just have to quench her thirst with blood packets. She says, I'm sorry for being selfish. It's fine. We've known each other for a long time, right? Yeah, you're right, she says. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, I'm suddenly hungry. Can I drink some blood after all? Geez, you're a glutton. The main character says, hey, can we do it with a kiss instead? She asks that. IT looks like they indeed lean closer and closer and have a juicy one. What is it? The main character asks her as we observe her pushing him, and it looks like she wants more and more. The main character was blushing as we observe her pinning him down and saying, what is this flavor? It looks like this girl is a pervert. She thinks about how it's different than usual. It's always good, but this is something I haven't tasted once in 16 years. My brain is tingling, and just thinking about it is making my mouth water. I want more. As we observe her eyes, she thinks, is it because it was a kiss? No, the type of fluid shouldn't affect the pleasure that a vampire feels. The only reason I can think of is, we observe the blonde girl saying, I was told to live at this church from today onwards. Oh, what's that? I didn't hear about it. Living together is obviously out of the question. Go back. The main character says that we observe a vampire girl saying, wait, I feel bad for her. How about we let her live with us? Well, thinking about it, it would be bad if I monopolized your blood. I have to let Juji-san drink it too. But just before this, you were, well, if you say so. The reason why Santa's blood was usually good today, better than other days, the only thing that comes to her mind is that another vampire drank it before her. I want to monopolize him. I don't want to give him over to anybody. That's how it should be. I'll be in your care, Juji says. Yeah, But why do people become strange when they're hungry? As we observe her looking toward both of them with eyes. They're looking toward their target. She thinks, why can't I forget the first time I tasted a full stomach?